What did you make of your group's performance tonight?
Yeah, I think sure it was a little different. It's not easy for players to step in and try to emulate or play the exact same way as others, and that's not what we ask. We always ask that players play within their own means and play to their strengths. And so it was, for that reason, it's always going to look a little different. And yeah, I was pleased. I was pleased again with the defensive effort from everyone. Gave up very little once again, which is not easy to do in this league. And I think in the second half we found our stride a little bit with the ball. I think we struggled early on to play under pressure, to play out of pressure. But I think we were always dangerous, and that's the important part. If you're lacking any sort of threat to goal, then you start to worry as a coach, but the threat was always there. And as the game went on, it just went further in under our control and into our control, and I felt very comfortable moving towards the end of the match in the second half.
For you, third straight shutout for the team and 346 minutes, I think, without conceding. What do you owe that to? What's been sort of the impetus for this really strong defensive effort?
Yeah, it's certainly work on the training field. It's staying disciplined with the players and understanding that we have a very specific way of playing, and cheating is not an option for us defensively. The way I learned the game and the way I was brought up with this game, the more disciplined you are defensively, the better you are set up when the ball turns over, and that seems to be the case for this team as well. And so we will continue to work in those ways to make sure that our defensive structure is always comes first. That is the basis for any successful team, maybe in all sports, but I'll just stick with mine. And that seems to be working for us, and that's something that I believe in very strongly. And as long as I'm here as the head coach, that will be priority number one.
With the defense rolling, the 5-3-2 formation has been working wonders. How did it slow down Toronto tonight?
Well, like Atlanta, it's not that complicated to get a little more possession against us if you're defending just with two attackers. And continuing to have another defender and keeping the midfield very compact. So we will gladly concede a little possession as long as teams are not exposing us in critical spaces and areas, and certainly not getting in behind our back line. And that's been the case for the last two games. I'm okay. I'm okay with giving up a little possession with if that means we're not conceding any real chances. And if that's what opponents want to, then that's fine with me.
Coach, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Have to ask, with this being your final regular season home match, obviously playoffs and everything else still to come, but has any of that hit you yet? Are you thinking about any of this yet?
Sure. Yeah, so I'm very glad that, and happy and proud of the defensive performance. Maybe I'm boring for liking that, but yeah, that makes me happy to not concede goals. It also means we get donuts on Friday, so that's probably what I'm most proud of. We've had a lot of donuts the last couple of weeks, so yes, it's coming to an end. But anybody who spent any time with me knows that we are going to give this go. Everything we have, we're going to try everything and do everything in order to be celebrating at the end of a very long season. Because this club deserves it, this team deserves it, and our fans deserve it.
With the two stars out this game, why is this game further proof that this team is more well-rounded than people give credit for?
Yeah, I don't know why. I'm not in control of the narrative, so the whole not getting credit for it, I'm not too sure of. But yeah, it was great to see Jeremy step up. He's been very sharp in training recently in the last game at home. He was also sharp. So it's just hard when Sonny and Denis are attacking and scoring like they are. It's hard to find time for others, but it was great to see Alex get in tonight. It was great to see Jailson get in tonight, who's had a calming presence on the game for us on the ball and really settled things down as an extremely clever and experienced player. Every minute's going to help him get real fitness to help us possibly start games down the stretch, and that would be an amazing addition for us. So everybody stepped up. Yeboah stepped up. Frankie stepped up with a nice goal and was very mobile and aggressive and bright on the ball tonight, which we definitely needed that energy from him when he got on the field. So yeah, it's great to see guys step up, and we're going to need them again Sunday. And I'm really looking forward to it, but I'm not surprised. A lot of these players played in the Leagues Cup and won a couple games and had fantastic performances. So it does not surprise me. And again, I've known we have depth, but when you win games, you just kind of keep things rolling. But so now we'll find a solution for Sunday, see how we recover tonight. And we'll find a solution for Sunday and give Austin our very best.
Hey, Steve. How did Gileson come out with that end of game play?
He seemed to be fine. So it was just a knock. I did not see a replay or anything. I was quite surprised that that was called back or the game had not ended. I'll leave that one for the refs to comment on.
In Toronto's press conference, Robin, who was railing against it, said he asked the player, and the player said, "Yeah, I got him with my studs." Robin saw the replay and said he has no problem with the red card.
Okay. Thanks for the info. I'll take a look at it. Yeah, I mean, refs are there to protect players, and we don't want to see those type of tackles in this game. But thankfully, he's okay, and we'll move on from there.
Hi, Steve. Derek with the Korea Daily. So you gave some of your usual bench players a chance to play today, and so how would you evaluate their performances, and do you plan to use them more in the upcoming playoffs?
Yeah, absolutely. My trust in our entire roster is there, and they prove that to me, and they gain that trust every day in the training facility, and that trust is there. Now, when players play, that's not always foreseeable. We have our ideas and our and the way we think the game is going to play out, and we obviously have our thoughts prior to the match, what we think we want to do, and I can tell you after 4 years of this, not once has that worked out the way I thought it was going to work out. And so the only reason I'm sharing that was players need to be ready, and we also need players ready, and we try to do as best job as we can in training to supplement the lack of minutes in matches, that they are ready when they step on the field. But when Alex stepped on the field tonight, he was good. Jailson as well, Frankie as well, Yaboa as well. A couple of these guys were not on the roster last weekend, or last game, and so fantastic effort from them. And also, it's not easy to deal with that mentally, and I did not see any difference between a starter and them tonight, which is a great sign for LAFC and not a good sign for our opponents.
Hey, Coach.
Hey.
I want to bring you back to, it's your last game, obviously, last home game. I'm curious, this being your last season here, what is the one thing that you're going to miss about the club? And then one of the biggest things that you would, reminisce about this club?
It's hands down the best atmosphere in the United States for our sport. And I will miss the fans. I will miss the relationships we've made. I think that those relationships are very important to me. I will miss the players. I love this team. I love all the players that I've coached. Got to see Sifu tonight, which was nice. A couple weeks ago, Chicho, and all of the guys who have moved on from LAFC. It's great to see them again. And when you do see them, you can see in their faces and in their eyes that they really enjoyed the time here as well, which validates how we treat people here at this club. Primarily the players, but also all of the employees. And I think, I felt very welcomed when I came. I've been accepted into the LAFC family, and I'm very grateful for that. And it's my job to make sure to build a culture on a daily basis that's continued. And I think that's something that I'm proud of, and that's something I'll miss, because I can tell you that is not how a lot of clubs operate in this crazy football world. And I hope that remains when I'm gone.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And good luck.
Thank you.